All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Well, we're due to technicality, we're live, but not really live, Jerry, if that makes sense, because of the StreamYard shit. We got Zubair in the house, and we got Robbie Battle there.
Yeah, hi everyone. Robbie, say hi.
Robbie?
We're here to talk about the state of wrestling in 2021 there, Jerry. Where are we going with this video there?
Well,
basically our intro vid there to show off the people in the group, show that we're a group and we're united there. We're ready for business, Jerry. I've been listening to some music to get ready, Jerry. The East Siders, Deuces something, Jerry.
Who the hell's that?
Snoop Dogg and two of his buddies. They weren't that good, Jerry. And it's a different album inside of this. I have a CD of Snoop, but it's a different CD here. Snoop Doggy Style, the only... Jesus Christ, I'm confused here, Jerry. I mean...
City of Compton. He's actually feuding with Eminem now, apparently, but we'll save that for another day there. But so the state of wrestling in 2021, there's a let's be honest, it's quite poo. My whole issue is the news, because the news is either one of three things. Number one, it's either some old fart wrestler talking about something that happened 10 years ago and they put it on the news because he mentioned it in a shitty podcast. Number two is some wrestler comments on another wrestler about how good they are, and then they put it on the news. And then the third is just clickbait, or Dave Meltzer mentioned this just the once, so then they put it on the news. Like that's my whole thing. Wrestling aside, my issue with wrestling is actually the news sites are just awful. They're just terrible. You know what I mean? Like I literally was watching even some group channels myself, and it's just horrendous. It's all this kind of wacky pictures like, hey guys, how's it going? Like it's all that kind of weird shit. And in terms of wrestling, I just feel as if this WWE versus AEW thing is just killing it. Because people
it's killing the whole fucking thing, Jerry. I mean, it's getting bad there. Like you say, it's, like propaganda constantly against McMahon. That's all it is. On the fucking, it's everything they do is twist around or just invent. Some things is real, I guess. They're like the Brody Lee stuff. It's fans using this to attack McMahon. Anything they can get their hands on is used to try to attack McMahon and to prop up some company that just ain't that good, Jerry. And that's being generous, calling it like that there. It's a shitty 2-bit gay organization. Just what is that? Flame, goddammit. And I'm sick of it. These fans, I just don't relate to these goofy AEW fans, these smart fans, the indie fans, whoever says that they watch Stardom Japan Wrestling or whatever, whoever is going to say this, I do not relate to these people. You know, these people have a right to their opinion. They have a right to live and to love what they like. But I say fuck these people because they're fucking goofs, Jerry. It is what it is. They act like fucking jerks, a lot of them trying to act like big intellects while claiming that fucking Orange Cassidy's the biggest star in wrestling. How about you brain dead fucking homos get a fucking life there? Get a room with your fucking dolls of Kenny Omega there jacking off to this garbage looking video game. Oh, it's going to be as good as a WWE game from 25 years ago. N64. What's the name of this game, Jerry? They're talking about there. They want the game to look like No Mercy or whatever it is there. Oh, it's going to be just like No Mercy from N64. How about you go suck a dick jacking off to a wrestling game from 25 years ago? Do you people have a life at all? Do you even have a fucking life? Who's jacking off the wrestling game of 30 years ago there? And acting like these people are saints for ripping off this game. They put this game on IGN the other day. Everybody in the comments saying it looks retarded, the game. How fucking shitty it looks. And you see the AEW fans all over the comments. It makes wrestling fans as a whole look like retards because of these goofy AEW fans, Jerry. The stuff that happened with Chris Jericho and the basketball fans or whatever there. And AEW fans defending Jericho and the company, and it was so cringe. Yeah. It's like when wrestling fans were defending Benoit and making us all look like fucking retards or whatever. That's what these AEW fans do. They make us all look fucking gay. There, Zubair, what do you think of this shit?
What I think is both companies makes me embarrassed to be a fucking wrestling fan. Like they're promised AEW. Oh, we're gonna be a new innovative fucking brand and all this shit. But the reality is, it's literally the same fucking goddamn shit. If anything, and more fucking gayer. What? Oh yeah, let's take fucking Cody Rhodes. Let's make him fucking the biggest star. Let's make him like, oh, he's better than fucking Triple H. Where fuck, he's just a fucking mark for himself, for fuck's sakes. And all these people like going back to this whole AEW video game. If you really want to fucking play that fucking No Mercy shit, just get it on eBay for fuck's sakes. That like when that game is clearly way better. Like, why the fuck you want to play as Kenny Omega or you could play as The Rock from back in the day in probably a better game, one of the best games of all time, and you want to play with Kenny Omega? You want to play with this intergender matches? Like, what? Y'all hate women for fuck's sakes? Y'all are just so fucking angry at women. Y'all want to fucking beat them up? Is that the case? You know what I mean? But the reality, just fuck these brands. Like yes, WWE sucks, but it doesn't mean fucking AEW is better. They're both fucking shit. And if anything, it's an embarrassment. You wonder why fucking people are embarrassed to be wrestling fans or being associated with this shit? You think people want to be associated with fucking Marco Stunt, for fuck's sake? And like that fucking little midget? Or fucking just Orange Cassidy? Fucking like, I don't get, and even fucking Kenny Omega kissing men and shit like that. Kenny Omega fucking kissing Kota Ibushi. Oh yeah, I want to see Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers. I want to fucking see them have a go fishing and cocks. Yeah, I like to see that. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about that. I don't want to see that at all. It's better than all that shit with fucking these jobbers in WWE, for fuck's sake. Go ahead, WJ.
The indie fans really want to see this. Like, they actually believe that Kenny and this Ibushi guy had a relationship. And they actually believe this, that they're called the Golden Lover in Japan. Okay, and these fans love this idea there that Kenny and this Ibushi guy were having sex with each other. And they would love nothing more than to see this, these fans. All of the indie fans would love to see this there. Robbie, what's your thoughts there,
Kenny Omega likes both, don't he?
Apparently, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
I think he boxed for both teams, yeah.
Does he? That's why.
Or not.
I heard he came out as well. He's been by for long as he's wrestled.
Has he?
But like the fact, like, it's okay to be bi and to be gay, but the fact that the fans want the New Japan champ an AEW champ to fucking fuck each other. I think that's weird in 2021. That's what the fans want out of wrestling.
WJ, some of these wrestlers have been, some of these wrestlers have been in porn that are in AEW, like not like really full on porn, but softcore porn. Like I found some shit with Akira Shida, and it was like shower scenes. Like she was in like a fucking bikini, but she would like how to have that piece that goes over their vagina or whatever. She's playing with that piece right there. I enjoyed that. That was actually pretty decent, But,
that's the AEW Women's Champ there.
Yeah, she got a nice body.
Send me the link, Robbie, for fuck's sake.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
But let's not forget, fucking previously we had a fucking man as champion. I'm sorry, it's a fucking man. Okay, we don't want to deal with that. Nah, fuck that.
Nyla Rose, you can tell that's a man. Don't even look. Well.
Oh God.
Chris Jericho is just killing his legacy, and I remember I posted this about it, and people got so angry. They were like, "How can you say that about Chris Jericho?" Like Chris Jericho is annihilating his legacy because he looks like he looks like a bubble, just a bubble of like. Horrible. He looks horrendous. Like he was never like that. If he walked out like that, and like I know Vince McMahon gets like done a lot of bullshit, but if he walked out, Vince McMahon would just be like, "What are you doing? God damn it!" Like, you know what I mean? Like even Sting's in better shape than Chris Jericho.
You don't like the goddamn.
That's right.
I've seen people in the gym 50 years of age and they don't look anything like Chris Jericho. And this excuse that 50-year-olds can't be in great shape. I'm not expecting them to be perfect, but I'm not expecting him to look like where you have to literally use a lifting truck or a forklift to bring him into the ring. You know what I mean? I remember he put on weight in WWE, and Vince McMahon told him straight, "You gotta get in shape because you have to be presented as a champion." John. I know a lot of people don't like John Moxley or whatever it is, but at least he got into somewhat of good shape because he was in horrendous shape in WWE. Okay, but this whole mindset that's happened. This is the thing with these guys, these indie fans. They've never set foot and they just don't exercise. They just sit there and they're built like a jockey's whip. They wear their cosplay outfits and their stupid fedora hats and all that there. And do you know what it is? It's a disgrace. The wrestling fan right now has just become what all the rest of us SJW, PC culture. Those weirdos have just randomly watched wrestling and now they're the best. They know everything. Twitter, I don't even go on Twitter. It's a cesspool of just shit. It's just a river of just diarrhea around the walls. It's the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen on Twitter. These people and they're like, "Oh my God, I can relate to him." I'm like, "Yeah, because he's a fucking boring bastard like you are." You know what I mean? And let's put it this way: certain people can wear whatever the hell they want. That's totally fine. But this bar that's been set with wrestling that you have to. I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble, but Kenny Omega isn't good. I'm sorry, but to burst everyone's bubble, I've seen his adverts in TNA. It is the worst adverts I've ever seen. This man has dropped ratings. This man went on American television. It's clear as day since Kenny Omega has been the champion, the ratings haven't really hit the 900 mark. And the reason why some of the ratings hit, and this is the whole end, it's because of the Brody Lee stuff. The fact that these fans are using Brody Lee and using it as an argument against the war against WWE and AEW is just absolutely disgusting. If anybody said that in WWE, they'll be held accountable. They'll be locked and drawn. Your man, what's called Brian Hernandez, that goddamn idiot. So. And this is the final point. But see these absolute morons that are saying AEW is elite. The fucking show can't hit 1 million. If you can't hit 1 million viewers, you ain't. I'm sorry, but it can't hit 1 million views. There's YouTube, there's children, there's 5-year-olds that get 1 million views playing video games. And you tell me that AEW backing of Tony Khan and all that money can't get $1 million? Come to me when they consistently get $1 million. Come to me when they consistently get it. Otherwise, I don't want to know.
Fucking Cobra Kai is a better show than fucking AEW. You wonder why shows like that get many views on fucking Netflix. And what does that tell you?
This is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace what's going on, and I'm getting sick of it. And this whole like AEW's taking over NXT. AEW's playing in the WWE's hands. A lot of people don't realize this, but if Vince wanted to, just like the whole TNA thing, if them two went one-on-one, the Monday Night Wars or whatever it is, they'll get killed. They would get killed. And see this excuse that it's a brand new company? I don't want to hear it anymore. The company's going now for 2 years. That's not an excuse anymore. Okay? The company cannot hit 1 million views. Say what you will about WWE, but and I have a lot to say about them as well with their whole booking standpoint as well, because it's absolutely horrendous as well. But see this whole thing that everyone seems to think that Kenny Omega cannot draw American viewers consistently. Whenever he was in the Bullet Club, a lot of people seem to forget this, but when he was in the Bullet Club, nobody even really cared. Everybody wanted AJ Styles and Finn Balor. And then it wasn't, and then what did the Young Bucks do? Oh, let's just copy our New Day t-shirts and let's present it and resell it. These people are a bunch of charlatans, fraudsters. They got some little fucking billionaire boy. They took his money, and that's what happened. That's what this all boils down to. It's a disgrace. WJ, your thoughts there?
20 times a goof, straight up.
He is like, I just can't stand him.
Like he's a dumbass. He's like he's clearly getting used for his fucking money, but like he is clearly like a mark for these wrestlers for some reason. So that's a problem. You got a fucking guy like Vince McMahon, the ultimate alpha male, and you got this fucking dweeb. Like what the fuck?
And WWE's not much better. I mean, I watch it. Why do they always put repeats on? Like, why are they putting repeats where they show what happened last week and they show what happened on SmackDown, the last SmackDown I watched, for 15 minutes. They replayed the entirety of what happened the week before. That's just lazy. Just reference it and then just go from there and have more time for actual wrestling and promos or whatever the hell it is. But like, you know, I don't know. Wrestling is in dire straits right now. It really is.
It is when you got like lower viewership for fucking Raw breaking their record 2 times this past year.
Remember that WJ used to see those videos? How low can you go? That's every year.
Yeah,
they break a new one.
Well, now they break their record every week almost there for lowest rating, but apparently it's the greatest time ever to be a wrestling fan there. So there's a whole bunch of worthless indie fans that nobody's watching in reality.
Both companies are listening to the fans now. The WWE's watching what AEW does and vice versa, man. Like it's shit.
This whole bullshit that people say that WWE doesn't listen to their fans, they clearly gave all these guys, like, they wanted as champions to be champions. They gave fucking Kofi Kingston the title. They gave
Kofi Kingston
the title. They gave all these guys the title. And look what happened. Low fucking ratings. Not a fuck was given. Then they fucking turn their back on the wrestlers saying they're boring. And then they get fucking mad when Lesnar comes back or Goldberg and beats them for the fucking title. Like, what the fuck do you fucking want?
So these fans are never satisfied. That's true, Zubair. They give them what they want. No wonder the show sucks because they push jobbers that the Smarks like or whatever.
Hashtag Goldberg is not over. Hashtag Go McIntyre. Hashtag, you know, this shit I see on Twitter. They got mad because Goldberg came in there and I guess made him look weak or something. Well, it's Goldberg. I mean, what the hell? They're not going to have him come in and look like a bitch because that's what's drawing the tickets. I mean, yeah, I understand McIntyre's okay or whatever, but he's a good wrestler, but he's not, you know, he ain't hit that stage yet. He's still, you know, they're not.
Well, he's starting to rise there. Oh, shit, he got nailed with COVID. Jesus Christ, the whole thing's fucked up. Unless he's there at the Rumble, I don't know. There probably it's in 3 weeks.
You're next.
McMahon's gonna make him wrestle for sure in 3 weeks. Goldberg's gonna just come out in some kind of bodysuit to cover his face or whatever, and they'll have a 3-second match there. Get on your back, McIntyre. Get down. Goldberg's gonna just pin him. The 1, 2 with his finger like that. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg wins. I did it for my son. I did this for my son.
Get your ass.
They tried too much with the women stuff. Sometimes it's boring. WWE with women match there. Hey, it's Asuka in the main event. It's like, okay, like you want to encourage the women wrestlers. You want to encourage them. We don't hate them. We're not sexist, but you got to be realistic at some point, let's say. You don't go from Undertaker against Kane in the main event of Raw or fucking Steve Austin or whoever, even CM Punk against somebody, Daniel Bryan, the fucking Asuka in the main event. Who gives a fuck, let's say?
Asuka, Sasha Banks. Like, I'm sorry, they're kind of forcing this, like, in this whole women empowerment shit. It's not being sexist, but, like, especially when you go from literally women doing, like, I have no problem with women's wrestling. If it's like a little bit mix of both, them, doing hot shit or whatever, that's cool. That's what people would want. It's a man-dominant sport, don't like it or not. But like forcing it just because it's women, like it's not gonna do anything. That's what you technically did with look what happened. WrestleMania 35, the women invented. It was a fucking the rate. That was like what the rating after WrestleMania was so bad. That's when downfall Raw the Manias and shit like that. And going back to the whole the wrestling is getting better. No, it's not. Every fucking
better, man. You see all the flips and kicks they do off the top turnbuckle.
Every fucking wrestler is the same shit. They do the same fucking crap. How is the wrestling better? They're just doing kicks and flips and crap. What the fuck?
Stage diving. Look out. Uh-oh.
And these guys from NXT are so fucking bland and shitty, for fuck's sakes.
All fucking big fucking fat, skinny fat boys in their trunks. That's what that whole thing is.
WWE is going to ruin their character. What character, for fuck's sake? When they get to the main roster, no more character. Not these guys are so bland. See, they're all fucking plain and bland. Oh, Kyle O'Reilly. Just wait till Kyle O'Reilly gets to the main event. What for?
That's why I don't follow. Oh. Be honest with you, WJ and Jerry. I don't follow NXT because when they get on the main roster, they usually tweak them and they change them. It's like a training ground. I just can't get in. I try to watch it occasionally, but it's not bad. But it's training ground.
So it feels like it's pointless to watch.
The Adam Cole guy is the most talentless. The Adam Cole guy is the most talentless. He can't cut a promo.
Everybody, look at that move. No, I can't do voice.
He's got the guy is just not in shape at all. And the thing is with NXT is that it's all
his arms aren't impressive. He might be able to do some flips, but he doesn't look like a star, for fuck's sake.
He looks like someone that should be doing my groceries, so he should WJ rather than wrestling. That's what he should be doing. You know what I mean? And he's just not good at all. I can't stand. I really cannot stand.
He just looks like a guy on the bicycle path driving his mountain bike. Jerry doesn't look like a champion wrestler.
He looks like one of those guys when you go past and goes, nice weather is it today, Jerry, isn't it? And he wears his cycle trunks. He looks like one of those types of people. But a wrestler, no. And there's a reason why he hasn't been in the main event yet or the main roster. Is because he's not good enough. A lot of people seem to think NXT is like some indie version. It's a developmental federation. That's what they people. That's the problem.
Our brand, Jerry. It's our brand. It's ours.
They say NXT is better than Raw and SmackDown. That's not true. Look at this. You know, like even like just Randy Orton is more entertaining than all of NXT, for fuck's sake. Just his face and the way he talks. Like, oh, it's Damian Priest coming to Raw. They're going to mess him up. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Damian Priest, he's supposed to make a debut. Oh, but plans change or something. He's supposed to show up on Raw or whatever.
Who's the guy with the mustache? The guy with the mustache.
No, it's a tall black guy with dreads or whatever.
Oh, Damian Priest. Who was
Damian
that?
Priest, he's big, but he's like 45 years old or something like this, I think. He's not young.
That ain't Pope, is it? What's Pope's name, real name? I forget.
No, it's no,
Pope's
not him.
Pope's an older. He's been in wrestling for a little while, and he's on the next NWA. I was thinking it was him. If I can't know what his real name is, that might be him. He's pretty decent, but if he goes there, he's going to be a comedy wrestler. He won't be.
No, it's not him. This is like a big guy. He's like tall and big and like big long dreads kind of deal.
Oh, Robbie, you're talking. Oh, so you're talking about Moustache, dude, right? Are you talking about freaking Dexter Loomis?
There's one guy in NXT that's good, and he has like a mustache. He's jacked, and he actually has a character.
I think like what Robbie's talking about, like some guy with a moustache is fucking Dexter Loomis. He was like Samuel Shaw in TNA.
This guy, he was in TNA back when.
Oh, he's talking about the Pope from TNA. The Pope was the ECW champ, or is that a different guy? Fuck.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was in the original the offshoot of the ECW that they did. Yeah, that's him. He's been around a long time. He just ain't. I don't know. He just ain't made it really that well. It's always been a comedy wrestler. That's the thing with these comedy wrestlers that don't pay off to be a comedy wrestler.
He's whenever he was doing his thing, I noticed like he was very aggressive to people as well behind the scenes, the Pope. So like that's why like he was aggressive behind the scenes in WWE, and that's why they kicked his ass out. Like I like the Pope in TNA. He was pretty good. Was he a world champion?
No, he wasn't.
I think he got the X Division title maybe, but he. Everybody got it eventually, but he's putting that on them heavyweights at one time.
Is there anything else we need to add here, WJ?
Well, we haven't talked about MLW, Jerry. I mean,
MLW.
Oh, they
haven't talked about Ring of Honor and
this is the real shit.
NWA has been brought up. Did they still have a show? That's my opinion, Robbie. You told me they had a show, a new one recently. Is it good?
It's called United Wrestling Network. You can get it on pay-per-view, and they run a show off of it once a week called Shockwave, and it's like it's affiliated with another wrestling company, but they use that company. I guess since they can't do the shows in Atlanta, they got an empty studio that they use. So they've been doing that here for the last little bit. It's okay. I mean, I've watched some of those shows. They're not bad. I mean, it's indie wrestling. It's about the best as you're going to get when it comes to that. I mean, it ain't going to be high production like WWE. You know, it's
just the Magnus show. That's all that NWA is the fucking Magnus show. That's all it is.
I'm ready for him to drop that title. He's getting old. I mean, he's had it for like 2 years now, or a year and a half.
It's not even a joke. He actually has had it.
Give this kid, he's an okay. He's done but good with it, but give somebody else a chance. Damn, they got like James Storm and better wrestlers that could probably do better. But I guess they wanted to build him up for that first run on the title. You guys give it like a Ric Flair. You know how Flair used to have the title for like a year, 2 years, or or Hogan back in the old days would do the same thing. They would leave the title on them for like a year or 2 years, you know. But I don't know.
What about Global Force Wrestling there, Robbie?
Global Force.
Do you remember Global Force Wrestling?
That was supposed to be the second biggest company.
Goddamn it! Global Wrestling Federation got screwed by somebody. Man. It's gonna be the biggest thing. Remember that?
The thing is, with whole Global Force Wrestling, they were like competing in like a fucking baseball park or whatever, and that was even before COVID, like, you know. But I was a complete disgrace. I'm
like 100 people at the show. I'm in an arena, like it's something like that where you're supposed to have a lot of people, and they had like 100 people show up. I remember that. Yeah. You still there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, the state of wrestling is it's not that hot there, I guess. AEW, not that hot, very overrated by the fans and the wrestling journalists so that they can make money off of the indie fans there. Dave Meltzer promotes this and hates WWE because that's how he makes his money off of these goofy indie fans. So, you know what I mean?
This is
New Japan, New Japan, fuck, man.
Y'all had y'all's generation in the 70s and 80s. This is our generation now. This is for the skinnies. For the basement dwellers, man. It's our generation. Hard. What do they call them? The ones that have like the cartoon stuff, the anime stuff like that. They always got like a picture of a Japanese anime character, and then they're like hard acting. Like never motherfucking video time, motherfuckers. This is so 1985, or it's like.
In 2021, there's no action on wrestling TV shows. It all takes place on Twitter, the fight in between fans. That's the most action you have.
They had on social media? Oh, my God.
And it's just fucking people arguing, and these guys claiming that Kenny Omega is the best of all time. There, shit like this. This is the state of wrestling in 2021, and it's the worst it's ever been, in my opinion. There, it's a little tough there to associate with these fans. You know what I mean?
It's hard to get vagina and be a wrestling fan now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Like,
they see these people on Twitter and stuff. They're like, "Oh, you're like him? Holy fuck!" Yeah.
Like it's a sad state of affair is what it is there. Like people that jack off to the Young Bucks. I mean, I don't understand what this is. What is this?
They're fucking mental. Like,
what is
Super
this?
Kick Party, bro.
It's like these guys have like a different reality. They're trying to invent that the Young Bucks are the greatest tag team of all time. They actually try to present these people.
They're like the Rock and Roll Express on fucking speed, man. You know, that's funny.
And the Bullet Club, that's all it is. It's just the rip-off of the NWO with shittier people. Guess what? We've already seen the NWO itself, and then there was like 3-4 versions of the real NWO. Then there was like 300 rip-offs of the NWO that we've seen just in TNA alone. You know what I mean? So then you get an NWO with indie bum jobbers. How are you supposed to be impressed with it? Fuck.
Does Kenny Omega intimidate you? Like, he don't intimidate nobody. Like how when he gets up there cutting those promos, it's like, dude, you call yourself the cleaner, and you got these women out here with their damn broom, going around. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And I saw it on AEW a few weeks ago when he won the title. I'm like, that's ridiculous. He's trying to act like he's Ric Flair. Like, you're not Flair.
He likes to play video games. That's what they say. That's it.
Yeah, like you ever
I like to
notice
play
all
video
these?
games too. You don't see my fat ass up there trying to wrestle.
You ever notice?
Because he plays games. That's it.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, even notice all these wrestlers are like the commentators will go, and there's Kofi Kingston there, and he plays a lot of video games there. A lot of video games. Very, very focused young gentleman there. It's like, you ever notice they all say that? Like, it's like, I play video games as well, you know what I mean? But it's like,
we're gonna start getting promos where the wrestlers are challenging wrestlers to games. I challenge you to a game of Madden 2020. All right, let's go, bro. That's what you're gonna start getting soon on here. It's like, it's getting that cringy. It's like,
they had a story about a video game where Morrow's like his controller broke, and then he goes, "You break my shit, I break you." And it's just the worst promo I've ever seen in my life. And then they're like, and there's this guy built like a jockey's whip behind him, and he's like with some other tart behind him. And she's sitting there, and she's all. And the thing is, with the women in AEW, is it just look like anime characters? And this is the thing, they all want to be like Ramona Flowers from that Scott Pilgrim versus the World or whatever the hell. They've all got the dyed multicolored hair. They all look like
a chick like Penelope or whatever her name is. There's no way that she'd want to get in a bed with a Cabian, whatever his fucking name is. I don't believe that shit. No, I think that's just. Are they really dating? If they are, then holy shit. Damn. There's hope for everybody to get laid.
It's weird, you know, these people are weird, you know what I mean? And it baffles me how like, and the thing is, it's like, me and my girlfriend watch AEW, and she's built like a big hippo, so she has God love her too, like, you know what I mean?
All this weird propaganda they do on Twitter. Oh, I made my girlfriend watch, and she says it's better than WWE. Fuck off, you. Don't have a girlfriend, you fucking goof virgin fucks there. Calling their grandma, please put it on channel T whatever, the TNT to fucking help me get ratings for my retarded show, grandma. That's how they get half their viewership, probably.
My woman, any woman I've ever dated or been in a relationship with has hated pro wrestling. They won't even watch it with me. Like, I'll go in here and watch something else. That's all right. I'm pretty sure there are women that like it, but it's probably far and few. You know, most women don't like wrestling.
Well, the women that do like it are either mental or they either mental or they're just like they pretend to like it. Oh my god, guys, I really like wrestling. Then as soon as they turn the camera off, like, just upload that video for those fucking virgins. And then
I like these girls on Twitter. And you think they make money with this, Jerry, on Twitter? These girls, 3-4, that are apparently hot women that just love AEW so much. Are these fucking... Are they actresses or what? Yeah.
Yeah, they get mad as hell if you troll them. I've trolled a few of them just funny, like wise, and they get all pissed off. It's AEW, it's real wrestling. I'm like, oh my god, you think it seriously? Like, it's fucking wrestling. I'm not even gonna get mad if you say WWE sucks, because I agree with you half the time. But I mean, you don't say AEW sucks if you want to piss them off. Just joke about something. Well, it's better than Raw.
These women are real fans, or they just pretend to like AEW to get followers on Twitter?
Yeah, because a lot of them have pictures of this stuff. I think a lot of them are real. They're just mental, like Jerry's saying. You know.
The thing is, like, there's girls on there that'll say, "Oh my god, I'm the biggest fan of." Like, there was a woman I seen on Twitter, and she went, "Oh my god, guys, why is Goldberg there? Like, he's trash. Like, he's like." And then she did another tweet saying, "If you guys want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, here's the link."
That's what it is with some of them, I think.
And then these virgins look and go, "Oh my god, she's a girl. She likes wrestling, man. Oh my god!" It's like
I might have a chance to get some finally.
So, a hot woman who apparently only lives for AEW. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that. Fuck.
there's a few
A
girls.
lot of them do that cosplay shit too. They dress up as like different
Ah.
animals and shit. You know, it's like what
with
the
the
fuck's
fucking
wrong?
panda ears and shit, and the fucking weirdos like.
Why would a girl like that only talk about fucking AEW and nothing else on their timeline? They don't write what they ate for lunch. They just write that fucking Marco Stunt is a great wrestler. That's it. Like, give me a fucking break. These people are paid to do that or something. Fuck, I don't know. There's like 3-4 of these girls. I don't believe they're real AEW fans on Twitter. I think it's marketing shit.
I tell you who I like though. I talked to that. What's her name? Used to be Blue Pants and WWE. She's in AEW. Sometimes I'll talk to her on Twitter. She's actually pretty nice. Some of them are okay. Gail Kim, she gets mad very easily. Like you just talk about something political, or she'll like get pissed off easily. I don't know what's up with her, but I liked her, you know, in wrestling. But I know she's quick to get mad. Though. You can't really mess with her. She gets mad easily.
Cody Rhodes as well. He gets angry really easily as well. I've seen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cody's got an ego on him because of Rhodes. You know,
He's got daddy issues. That's what it is. Like,
he thinks he's Triple H.
well, here, WJ, I'm gonna have to head here, because it's pushing a wee bit late there. WJ is still there, man.
I tell you, Jerry, the state of wrestling has never been better, Jerry. I mean, Cody Rhodes, the prince of pro wrestling.
It's our time. This is our wrestling, our brand. Oh, damn it.
This is my livelihood. This is my bloodline.
Y'all had y'all's time in the 80s and 90s. It's our time now.
I'm like Eddie Kingston, the greatest talker in all of wrestling. Are these people on crack or what? What is this there?
And who the hell
What is
hates
this?
God? You hear the one promo where he's like, I'm challenging you, God, or something, or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this dude? Like, he needs to be in like a mental ward or something. That's where they put people in. You know, when you start yelling at God and at the sky, you usually end up in a mental ward soon. He did a promo where he said something about God, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You're getting, trying to be too edgy there. I don't know.
It's a sad state of affairs, this whole AEW stuff there. WWE is bad, but still better than AEW, I think.
It's horrendous.
Zubair, you got any final thoughts there?
I just think the state of pro wrestling in 2021 makes me fucking hard, guys.
Jerry.
All I care about is Big Lenny's tan 10s, WJ. That's what it all boils down to. We also want to thank Big Lenny for the shout out there on Cameo there, WJ, on that Cameo there. And unlike some of the female wrestlers in AEW, WWE doesn't charge $500 or $1,000 for it. $15, go to Big Lenny there. He'll give you a shout out there.
Yeah, they were pretty funny. I like those cameos. I've seen a few of them. Good thing to get somebody for their birthday or something.
Well, this is the new channel, new Donovan era, WJ, and I'll be uploading hopefully a wrestling video tomorrow. I need to upload another video on my own channel here. I might not have time, but I need to upload this one on because for some weird reason YouTube has this 24-hour bull crap thing Don't know what's going on there, but WJ, you want to sign us out?
Until next time, peace out.